Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel English by Pooja Singh. So here I am with yet another video. So today we'll be talking about the strategies of paper 1 and paper 2, those who are starting for the very first time, right? Those who are beginners, those who have not given the examination and trying for the June 2025 UGC NET examination, right? So the very first thing you need to understand that no need to worry, I have got you covered. And so many queries have come that what is the UGC NET preparation for English literature, how we need to start, even if I am doing my masters from distance, is it possible that I can give the examination and I can clear the UGC NET examination? Yes, it is possible, whether you are doing your masters from distance or from regular mode, or you have not taken any online batch or paid courses, or you have not enrolled in such classes or coaching classes yet. It is possible that you will clear your net. I did not take any coaching, I did not had any paid classes or courses, but yes, I cleared net. So this is the thing where you need to understand. See, in those, I'm not saying that, see, those who have money, you can definitely go and buy your online courses and paid courses, no worry for it. But those who cannot afford it, my dear friends, my students, or anyone watching this video, there is, everything is free on YouTube and Google and Wikipedia. Everything is free. You just need to understand which particular thing you need to keep and which particular thing you need to discard from your thing or your from mind. See, when we have money, we think that okay, let me buy this course also, let me buy that course also, and we just start purchasing everything and buying, end number of books, and then you face the result that no, you have not qualified your UGC NET, right? So this is not the way anyone should approach for the examination, right? So my first thing, I'll be telling about paper 1 strategy, then paper 2 strategy for English literature, okay? Then we'll also discuss about exam pattern. Then we'll also discuss about what are the questions in 2025 we saw a exam pattern changed, okay? So which subject or which particular topic we need to focus on. So these are some points which we'll be covering in this video, and we'll have a detailed discussion that where you need to start your strategy from, what do you need. And I just need to say one thing only. See, we end up buying so many books, but no, you don't have to buy so many books. Just keep at one book and revise it multiple times. That is the only thing you need to do in your UGC NET preparation. And I have seen ample videos on YouTube channel that they have not taken any online courses or any paid batches, and yet they just cleared their net with UGC NET preparation of free YouTube channels, right? So there are so many things, so don't panic. Let's start. So for paper 1, as you see, the exam pattern of UGC NET is, for paper 1 we have 10 units, okay? For paper 2 we also have 10 units. But the trick is, for paper 1 here is, we know what all units are there, what all things they need to be discussed or understood by a student. But for paper 2 there is no such discussions or no such brief written that yes, they have to include these all things are also there. No, they have just simply gave a 10 units name and that's it. So first of all, we'll discuss about paper 1, right? So I have this book of NTA UGC NET by paper 1, teaching and research aptitude, as everybody says. NTA's paper 1 book is this one, K.V.S. Madan. I think you have heard of it many a times by everyone. So let's discuss about for paper 1 teaching aptitude. Okay, first I'll discuss about the 10 units, then I'll discuss how to prepare and what needs to be discussed, right? For paper 1, first is teaching aptitude, right? Second, research aptitude. Third, reading comprehension. Fourth, communication. Fifth, reasoning. Sixth, logical reasoning. Seventh, data analysis and interpretation. Eighth, information and communication technology, and also we say ICT in short. Then ninth, people and environment and interaction. 10th, higher education system governance, polity and administration. I am reading from this book itself. Okay, so first of all, we'll be talking about teaching aptitude. See, teaching aptitude is all about what teaching means. If you are teaching in a class, what should be your perspective, how you are understanding from a learner's point of view, what are the methods of teaching, how you can go with the classroom, new development, new technologies which are merged with ICT, right? So if you're going to become a professor in India, and when you say we are going to become a professor, that means you are able, you are enough to make your student understand things in easy way. When I am telling you, I want you to understand in a very simple, in a very layman language, right? So if you're going to become a professor, you need to understand then how you can deliver your lectures easily. If you are a student, what is your point of view? So in teaching aptitude, this is the test of how they are tackling the situation of a teacher and student centered relationship. They always ask these all type of question, that what are the things which need to be discussed in the class, what is student centered learning, what is teacher centered learning, how you can develop the communication, and these all communication, ICT, reasoning, all are combined with teaching aptitude, and they are asked with this question. So for teaching aptitude, you just need to have a common sense and just keep your place as a teacher. If you would have become a teacher, what you would have done, right? So this is very easy, and let me tell you, if you are practicing PYQ, this is the easiest section, right? For research aptitude, see, I won't lie, for research aptitude you need to learn things, because there are so many research aptitude, there are so many research types. What are the research types? Quantitative research, qualitative research, functional research, applied research, so many researchers are there. So you need to have a surface level understanding what all the research are there. See, once you clear UGC NET examination, you do your research, you do your PhD. For that you need to learn. So it will be very easy, or it will be very good for you if you start preparing like that. Okay, this all things I have to do, because now or then these all things will be in my use, right? Then come reading comprehension. Third unit is reading comprehension. And let me tell you, reading comprehension is free marks which UGC NET give to all the students of there. 5 marks is of free, right? 5 question is of free. In reading comprehension, you don't have to do anything. Whenever you are reading on Google anything, just read in English. Make a habit of reading in English. Whenever you are listening anything on YouTube, please listen in English. That will enhance your reading capacity, and have in your mind will have a conscious unconscious mind that yes, I have to think in English. And these all things make a layer of understanding, right? You can also read all the blogs in English. You can read the editorial page. Then Speaking Tree is a very good blog. You must visit and you must see their sites. So many topics are given, and you just should read that. Okay, for reading comprehension, if you are reading your notes properly, it is a good one. That is best. Then comes reasoning. Yes, here it include mathematical also. So for reasoning, I'm not a good person to tell you, because I also always confuse between all the fallacies and reasoning things, I'm not good at it. So for reasoning I won't be able to tell you, but yes, I can tell you who will teach you the best reasoning. Talveer sir is there. You can go for his Commerce Net Achievers channel, and yes, he has explained a very good manner in a layman language. Watch his older videos, right? He has explained very well. Okay, for logical reasoning I would also suggest you need to understand, you need to have a basic level concept for K.V.S. Madan. All the PYQs you can read. Then data analysis and interpretation, no one can beat Talveer Singh sir. So you can go on his YouTube channel. He is the best, free of cost. You will get all the materials. And for DI also, I will also suggest that you can solve PYQ. I always in my all videos you will see, I have always laid emphasis on solving PYQ, because this is the best and nobody will tell you. Yes, nobody will tell you. And you know what, I'll tell you, I should not spill this thing, but yes, all the paid courses are nothing just the detailed analysis of PYQ. What all the teachers or what all the educators do, they just do the extra mehnat. They analyze PYQ very, deeply, very detailed manner. So the thing is, we need to understand that if we solve PYQ on a regular basis, nothing can beat us. Literally, believe me, no one can beat us. So for DI, I will suggest that please solve PYQ. Along with that, you can watch Talveer Singh sir's video. He's the best and he has informed, and he also take also marathon classes. See, this is not a paid, paid promotion of sir, but yes, I also followed him. And luckily, when my UGC net get cleared, that time I solved 4 DI. My 4 DI was right. So out of 5 questions, my 4 questions were right. Why? Because I solved PYQ of last 10 years of DI, and I also watched Talveer Singh sir's like short formulas, what is a trick, learn tables. So yes, we have to do a lot extra merit. If we are going for NET, National Eligibility Test, we have to prepare ourselves for the best, right? Yeah, I made this rhyming scheme. Then let's go for ICT. ICT is all about your search engines. You should be knowing all new search engines. Then you should be knowing all the softwares, openware softwares, which are free, which are paid courses. And you can also go for the recent updates, like, and all the day, this is the particular section which ask very basic question, like your primary device, your secondary device, your primary data, secondary data, and that JPNG formats, PDF formats, the storage devices. These all things are common if you have studied computer science till 12th or 10th also. Basically, there is no such hyped question. Then comes people and environment interaction. For this, all the chemicals name you should be knowing, which basically cause and related to pollution, right? And you should also be knowing the recent changes and the Kyoto protocol and climate change. These all things, if you go for PYQ, na, I always say, again I'm saying PYQ, if you go for PYQ, this is the bestest thing. You will have an idea. Okay. Then for higher education system governance, polity and administration, I never read it. Because I did not get time for involving in this. But yes, again, if you want to read it, you can go for K.V.S. Madan. It is given. And PYQ for higher education, I never read. I just it all basically comes a very deep end question, so I usually skip it. And in examination, if you pay some common sense and if you are reading it properly, and yeah, see, many a times it happens when you read a lot of paper one, it does not come like the same way. So my personal opinion, please don't offend, my personal opinion is that for paper 1 and for paper 2, divide your time most for paper 2 and keep For paper 1 for 2 hours. For paper 1 you give 2 hours. For paper 2 you can give maximum amount of time you need to give, right? So this was paper 1 analysis and paper 1 strategy, you can say, that how you can prepare well. So if you are giving paper 1 2 hours daily, it's more than enough, and you in that 2 hours you can watch videos, you can write notes, or you can solve pyqs. What I will suggest is solve pyqs. And if you're solving 50 pyqs, okay, and you got 20 right and you got 30 wrong questions, then focus on that 30 wrong questions where you went wrong. Is it the reading problem? Is it the your you end up with two answers and you just marked wrong one? So I always say, and I have made a video also, that please always prefer your first guess. I have experienced it, and whenever I have done the first guess right, it always was right, but second guess wrong. So I'll suggest solve PYQ for paper 1. Once you get the idea, and once you get the idea that where are you going wrong, is it the factual questions, is it the logical one that I don't know the definition of that particular question, so then you can go for paper 1. Like you did not understand the communication, barrier communication, what is a barrier communication, what are the types of communication, then at that time you can refer the book or YouTube or Google, type what are the types of communication, what are the barriers of communication, and then you can read. So that is a smart preparation. Yes, for paper 1 that's it. Now let's discuss what is the paper 2 syllabus, right? So for paper 2, let's go to see the paper 2 syllabus of what UGC NET has provided us, right? So I can see a very small that will appear on your screen, a very small 10 units of syllabus. Unit 1 drama, unit 2 poetry, unit 3 fiction and short story, unit 4 non-fictional prose. So it has mentioned the first 4 units must be tested through comprehension passages to assess critical reading, critical thinking, and writing skills. These 4 units will cover all literatures in English. This means that in drama, poetry, fiction, short story, non-fictional prose, these 4 units will come in comprehension passages, critical readings, critical thinking, that where you need to understand and where you need to think that is it working or not, where what is your opinion on base of that, writing skills. So, and when it says all literatures in English, that means all literatures in the world, right? It can be American, it can be European, it can be Canadian, it can be Australian, it can be Japanese, it can be anything, right? So, under the sun, everything. Then Unit 5 says language, basic concepts, theories, pedagogy, and English in use, wherever English has been used, right? So any word can be in any other word, and the translations of that word can also come. Okay. Then Unit 6 English in India, history, evolution, and futures. What we see and how we have evolved in India about in English. Then Unit 7 Cultural Studies. What is all about cultural studies? Unit 8 Literary Criticism. Unit 9 Literary Theory post World War II. Then Unit 10 Research Methods and Materials in English. Okay, so we just saw the syllabus of what UGC NET has given, right? So when we read the Unit 10 syllabus, it simply says that we need to understand whatever has happened in the world in English, we need to study that. It does not clarify as paper 1 that yes, in teaching aptitude we will be testing this, paper 2 this. No. For paper 2, we need to understand all the patterns from exam point of view, and where we will get to know about all this from PYQ of English literature, right? So basically we need to focus on, when we say drama, in drama it comes of every drama written in British literature, written in American literature, written in European literature, written in Canadian literature, written in Australian literature, and these days Australian literature writers are in great demand of UGC NET. So for you, I have classified this in very detail, that what you need to understand and what is the exactly syllabus of English literature, right? So the syllabus of yours is British literature, you need to understand, and how we need to focus on, right? Means basically first you will cover this portion. I'm telling you, first is British literature, second is Indian literature, third is American literature, fourth is post colonial literature, and I have kept European literature on fifth position. Why? Because it is not necessarily that it can come or not. Many a times I've seen that only one or two questions have come. So first you need to, if you are a beginner, you need to complete these sections first. I'll repeat once again: British literature, Indian literature, American literature, post-colonial literature, and European literature. Okay, once you have completed these all things, and now the question arises where you will complete from these. My dear students, my dear friends, everything is on YouTube. You just need to, scroll well, you just need to dig it up well, and then I'll simply say just do PYQs. If you'll do PYQs, it's like golden thing for you, right? Then after completing this 5 units, then you will complete literary criticism, literary theory, all the literary movements, cultural studies, literary terms and devices. In 2025 January, so many literary terms came, and this is a sign or indicator that yes, you must be knowing at least some of the literary terms. We often skip all this, but no, your literary terms is very important. You need to cover this all thing. So basically this is the important portion of English literature. If you are a beginner, you need to understand these all from the surface level in the beginning. Then in the middle you need to know the writers, you need to know the era, you need to know the background of that particular age. And then once you're acquainted with all that, when you are familiar with all that topics, then you need to understand, now I am at that position that I need to learn the publication date, I need to learn which genre it belongs to, I need to know that which type of time scheme is there in that particular poem. So yes, we need to understand these all things when we eventually grow. See, don't need to be in hurry, just you need to study smartly. Okay, then once you're done with all the things, you have to study language and pedagogy, English in India, and research methodology. So once you have completed these all things, you have to be very clear that what are your favorites, right? My favorite age was Milton's age. We are going to read a particular age, we must be knowing all the major writers. Just simply write on Google that what are the major writers of the Victorian age or modern age or Elizabethan age or any age. Just write that, you will come with top 10 writers. Read that writers first and their works. Then you can go for the award winners, right? Which always write in a copy that yes, they have won the Nobel Prize, Sahitya Academy Award, Booker Prize, and so many prizes are there, right? So this is how we tackle the age or writers. Now we'll talk about the exam pattern or the exam questions which we had in this 2025, right? So in this exam, we saw a lot of questions from British literature, right? Then Indian literature, then a lot of literary movements we also saw. Then we saw a lot of chronology questions, right? A lot of chronology questions, a match of the following questions, and basically it was from the Indian literature and British literature. So basically we need to focus on Indian literature and British literature mostly, and then we should not forget literary criticism and literary theory. They are the pillars of the English literature. And this is not what I feel, no, that this is not only should be cramming or reading or writing just sake of clearing the examination. No, when you study with this thing in mind that yes, I will be a professor in future and I have to give lecture to hundred of students, and when you will be delivering a lecture, it should not be like I am just holding a book and telling you, oh, this story was so good, that story was so good, this character is so good. No, when I'm delivering a lecture or I'll be delivering a lecture, it should be here in my mind. If a student asks me a question, I should be very proudly answer that. I should make him or her understand this concept very clearly. Not that okay, I don't know, I just crammed it, I just I just wrote learning, I just did rote learning, so I don't know. And you will not be able to speak, you will not able to convey beautifully. English literature is so beautiful. In English, when I used to go college, and my professors were saying, they used to say one thing, that English literature is so beautiful, and English literature students are the best because they understand life, they feel nature. The authenticity of literature cannot be taken away. The essence of life, we see life at its fullest. We see beauty in every little thing. So this is the beauty of English literature. When you read things, when you understand things and just relate it with, it seems so beautiful. Means it, as William Wordsworth has said, just this beauty, imagination, feeling, spontaneous flow, then Keats, then so many, they have written so well, just read it like that, with that, okay, once you have read a poem or drama or poetry or fiction, just say, oh my god, how beautifully they have written at that age. With no internet connection, with no references, with nothing in their head. Literally, I just I feel very surprised at the work and the amount of work they have written, and the authenticity is literally so good. So let's not dwell upon and dig upon. Let's not go deep into English literature, otherwise I'll just keep on saying for an hour. So okay, so for paper 2, my strategy would be that solve PYQs. And for PYQ, I will refer one book. This is with me. And from starting, the day I started making YouTube videos, I have just recommended one book. This is that R.GUPTA's UGC NET English book. Please just buy this book and nothing else. Just buy this book because this book is very good. It has given all the explanation, in-depth explanation. Even if you are a beginner or you have given this examination earlier but don't know the PYQ analysis, how the detailed things, and very this is very informative book. This is my personal choice. As I always say, this is my personal choice. You can go whatever you like, but yes, R.GUPTA's book for PYQ, I will recommend. Just solve PYQ and start solving PYQ from today itself. Don't wait for the notification to come and then you will see that okay, let the notification come and then I'll start with all the preparation. No, just don't wait for the notification to come. start your preparation again, and it will be like, it will do like wonders. Like, this is best book. Yes, for if you are a, if you want to read in detail, if you are a complete beginner and you need to start, just buy this one, History of English Literature by Edward Albert. You will get everything. This looks so tiny, but it has everything. This book is so good. All the things have mentioned in this, all the major writers, all the minor writers, all the poems, all the fictions, all the things in chronology, all the major works, what is the timelines has also been given. This is very book, this book is very good. I must say, this is a very good book. And for literary terms, and if you're not able to understand what to refer, like earlier we used to refer a dictionary, so this is kind of a dictionary, a glossary of literary terms by M.H.Abrams. This is a good book for referring a literary devices and everything as it came, epithet and epitaph, epistle. So for this you can refer this M.H.Abrams books. And for paper 2, I'll just only recommend 3 books. That is, for firstly, that R.GUPTA's PYQ book. Secondly, English Literature, History of English Literature by Edward Albert. And thirdly, the Glossary of Literary Terms by M.H.Abrams. These 3 books will be the best. And of course, PYQ. And of course, all the new terms. So yes, this was it. For paper 1, only you need to buy 1 book, that is K.V.S. Madan. And for paper 2, I recommend 3 books. That is the first, which I already mentioned, that PYQ is the best, then English Edward Albert, then Glossary Terms. Now, as January is there, February, March, April, May, you have 4 months left with you, right? And this can be a whole game changer for you. So I will suggest, if you're not doing anything, not reading, not watching videos, or not doing anything, on you don't like to make the notes, or you don't like to do anything, just buy PYQ book of any choice of yours, but I would recommend R.GUPTA's, and it will definitely change the way you were studying earlier, or it will change. Now see, when you understand things, right, when you a whole list of works, the pattern, it will really tell you. And this time what we saw, a lot of questions were repeated, or the themes were repeated in this 2025 paper. Chronology was also there, poetic lines were there, quotations are there, Indian literatures, a lot of influences we can see. And these are not the thing which we haven't seen in earlier years, right? So what I'll suggest, please now make a habit of reading poetic lines also. The see, not the whole poem, but yeah, starting 2 lines of the poem and the ending 2 lines of the poem. Basically these are the basic thing. So when we'll talk about how to solve UGC NET examination paper, this, by solving PYQ, it will give a clear idea. It will literally give a clear idea how to solve and which question is taking up of your time. So basically this is the thing you need to understand very clearly, that please solve PYQ, and that too with a timer on. Don't cheat with yourself. Cheating yourself will not do anything. A lot of videos I have seen that, okay, you do this, you buy our paid courses. Buying paid courses, I don't think so that will make you crack examination. You can do with the self study of yours, and it will literally do wonders if you do that. And yes, if you have any kind of doubt, or if you want to say anything, feel free to ask me in the comment section. And just start your preparation. All the best for your upcoming June examination. Okay.